God, look at him. Mine's better.
So you are
Hold on, I've got a thing for this. Hold on. I can do this.
So you are Ness? I see. There's a prophecy that a boy would destroy Master Gygus. You make me laugh so hard. If Master Gygus is scared of someone, he would have had to be worse than the greatest evil. I'll take you down big time, so get ready for the worst fight of your life. Get ready to feel the pain. Come on, let's go. Looks like it was me.
All right, that's enough of him. Still some of my best work, in my opinion. Yeah, belch. Okay. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep good last night. Didn't get much of a chance to sleep today. So I'm struggling. I do have ice cream though, so there is that. But, that all being said, I'm going to be trying out a game that comes out on the 16th, I believe. May 16th is the actual release date. But I got a chance to play it early. I got it through Terminals.io, so thanks to them and obviously the PR team associated for giving me the opportunity to try out Still Joking, which is a really interesting looking narrative adventure investigation game. The premise being we are a reflection of a person. We live in like a mirror world, and our person got murdered, and we're trying to solve it. The game apparently has like 12 to 15 hours of content. Obviously, we're not hitting that even a little tonight. We're just going to get a bit of a taste of it, but I'm still looking forward to it. So yeah, that's that. That's the spiel, which I probably should have done after I started TikTok. I'm so tired. Oh well, TikTok. We'll just have to learn about this game as we play it. First, let me just do my Discord spiel, which I tend to try and do when I have these sponsored opportunities. Excuse me. Doop doop doo doo doo. Mm-hmm. Hope people are doing well tonight, or at the very least, better than me, or just at least less drained than me. But then again, it is Friday, so who knows? Almost done. All right. There we go. I've done my due diligence. You don't have kids, so probably. Yeah. One thing I'm looking forward to, this game has like a gajillion voice lines, and they're all voiced. So I don't have to voice anyone, which is nice. With that being said, let's hop into it. Thanks once again to Terminals.io and the PR team associated with this for giving me this opportunity. I'm very excited. Okay, that needs to be over there. I need to focus on the game. I don't know if the screen is going to be best, so we're just going to hopefully capture. There we go. Wait, why isn't it voiced? Oh no. Please God, this game has like 45,000 lines of dialogue. Don't make me do it. Anyways, wow, that's a heck of an intro to a game, huh? I think we can all agree that is quite an intro. Yeah, murdered with a ritual sword by someone we obviously trusted. So that's cool. That's a good fun opener. Anyways, just to clarify, my name is Iris, and I'm a reflection. I mean, used to be a reflection of a famous actress. When a person dies, the link between them and the reflection snaps right away, or in a matter of minutes. What was once living is now dead. The human reflection steps aside, and what's left is an inanimate object reflection. Well, that is, it'll be right there whenever someone looks in the mirror on their side. Now me, I'm supposed to be just fine. And cope with the fact that my whole world just shattered. And simply forget her. Then I'm getting ahead of myself. After Serena's murder, I wasn't left alone for that long. Someone returned to the scene of the crime. Not the killer, no. His reflection did. Hiya, Tyree. Please forgive me. How are you? Did it hurt a lot? You should probably wipe the blood off. Here, take this. You've never seen me stream? I don't think so. I know we know each other from some other chats. I believe. But it does say first time chat, so either you've never seen my stream before or you've never chatted in here before. I don't know which. Yeah, from Ross. Yeah. But welcome. I've been doing this for years. But yeah, welcome. Come in, pull up, have a seat. This woman just got ritually murdered, and now her reflection is not tethered to her anymore. Want some water? Or is there a medical kit here somewhere? This was supposed to be voiced, goddammit you. Do you always kill someone first and then start fretting about it? No. I mean, I don't know. It's the first time my prototype does it. What? It's the first time my prototype does something like this. Maybe as before, but I've never had to reflect it. Prototype? Interesting. Again, I'm so sorry. Just, do you want anything at all? Oh, yes. I want to know why you'd go and kill Serena. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I've always thought that they've got their own lives on the other side of the mirror, which we can't affect in any way. So it's best just to distance yourself. But how can I ever distance myself from when, you know? Never mind. Forget it. How do you feel? Is there a setting that's somehow toggled off for voice? No. Well, buckle up. I'm going to be doing way too many voices tonight. Never mind. Forget it. How do you feel? Dead? Maybe you'll feel better if you try killing me too. As in, kill you back? Would you go right back to life as soon as your prototype looks in the mirror again? Okay, so they call the reflection a prototype in this world, I guess. I will, yeah. So it's a fair deal then. Your offer basically says, hurt me if that kind of thing helps you stress less, right? Under some other circumstances, this could have even been amusing, alas. I meant that it might, I don't know, make you feel at least a little better. It won't. It's too basic. I want to figure out why Serena was killed. Does that have to do with her fame? Does your prototype work in the industry? Is he involved with Argus in any way? Tell me about him. To be honest, I don't see him that often, and I hardly know much about him. Neither his name nor his line of work. I haven't even seen the murder weapon before. I don't know anything about the inscription on it. Sorry. I'll probably see my prototype on Saturday again, but why Saturday? Well, it won't help much, I guess, but he's regular at a barber shop on Maiden Lane. Goes twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. What for? Well, for a trim. Cool. It's Wednesday today. I never mentioned that a hair and beard trim is necessary as you prepare to kill someone. Listen, you shouldn't stay here. You're no longer a reflection. That puts you in danger. Uh-huh. All the dead reflections must arrive at the community's distribution center. All that. You die, and the next thing you know, you already owe them something. What a brave new world. Fuck this. You stay here, they'll send a squad after you. The squad can go right to hell. You know, their protocol involves stun guns and a stretcher. And a right to decide for me, right? Of course, on stamped paper, too. You want to go together? I know my way around pretty well, and I know a few folks, too. Oh, that was him. Whoops, hold on. No, you're my killer, not my date. We're not going to walk around holding hands. Trust me. I don't want to leave her. Should at least wait until they find the body. Alright, then. The community is, you know, quite a reasonable agency. And? What I mean is, they'll help you out at the center. Can they tell me anything about your prototype? No, I mean, they'll help you build your life from now on. Your new life. Of your own. Seriously? So first I get to reflect her 24/7. To be happy when she's happy and sad when she's sad. And when they turn around and tell me it's finally time to be myself. Simply delightful. And what is myself, I dare wonder? Well, you two aren't exactly the same, right? In that I'm still alive? Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't have said this. Dark humor wasn't really her thing. You seem like you've lost a friend. If I can even call someone who didn't know I existed a friend. I'm sorry you feel this way. Should I maybe look around? I know this place like the back of my hand, so I'll hardly spot anything new. Hey, look! Indicators of shit you can interact with. Yes, 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 yes. Already, 10 points to Gryffindor. Or maybe not Gryffindor. Maybe something less transphobic. What's a non-transphobic Gryffindor? This is weird. It is. So this posits that we live... And sacrifice the voice line for the indicators. God damn it. It's worth it. So, okay. Knowing nothing about this game, this posits that the mirror world is a completely separate world. Where the reflections are reflections. Live completely kind of separate lives. They're tethered to it to show up when they're showing in reflection. But otherwise, they are kind of their own people. Which I think is really neat. He left the weapon on the crime scene. Must be expression or something. Maybe self-expression, actually. Iris doesn't know any of that? Well, no, they seem to have some vague idea. Like, she knows that, well, she's Iris, she's Serena Lake. She knows that they are separate people, and they seem to understand the basic rules of the world. But I guess maybe once you are untethered, you get shipped off to a farm upstate or something. Like, that part, I guess, is kept... That piece of knowledge is kept under a need-to-know basis, perhaps. Yeah, you don't reflect anymore, so you can't show up in mirrors, right? So you gotta be shunted off somewhere. I'm an evil maniac, and I do ritual killings of women that were way out of my league. The hieroglyphs on the blade reveal nothing to me whatsoever. Still can't believe it's her over there like that. It's like there's a doll slumped in a chair while Serena's out for a minute. And that's the only reason I'm not pulled to reflect her. I'm supposed to come to terms with the fact that my prototype's dead. And with the fact that I've got a new and free, damn it, life ahead. I don't want to, though. I simply refuse to think about it. Serena and this bag were inseparable. Apart from the wallet and the makeup bag, perfume and tissues, it also holds a first aid kit, a couple of notebooks, 3 printed script copies scribbled over, 4 books on preparing for the role, and there are sneaky inner pockets that never let you find what you need right away. Okay. Argus. Can't believe that the premiere was just 2 days ago. The critics loved it, and so did everyone else. Our best film ever, like, for real. Sure gonna become a blockbuster now. This guy, then. First he kills me like quite a pro, and then he just stands here being useless, like a pro. There's always a chance that he has a name and more than one layer to his personality. We must have met before, but I can't remember a single thing about him. That's an interesting detail. What does this button do? Oh. Whoops. Go back. Alright. And it's just me, my killer's perfection, time ticking away fast as hell. They'll find the body soon. I'm sure I won't have time to ask all the questions I have if any at all. Yeah, I would guess when they're reflecting they're like zombies or something like that. Yeah, maybe. Or they just aren't aware of other people outside the scene. I don't know. Alright, who are you? My name's Roy. My usual routine is traveling to dangerous places, submitting myself to experiments, or sacrificing myself. What? What do you mean sacrificing yourself? It's a work thing. As you know, I come back to life every time my prototype looks in the mirror. It's usually Tuesdays and Saturdays. So, as long as he's alive, you can die several times a week? Yeah, but it's not that bad most of the time. Delightful. And are you Serena? I am Iris. Oh, Serena's dream to play a novelist called Iris one day. Does it mean you used to care so much about what she dreamt of? Or maybe I just like the name. Seems like your prototype and Serena knew each other, but I don't remember seeing you before. Same here. Let's try figuring this out. You ever been here before? Not even once. In fact, I think it's the first time that I'm reflecting him in a theater. But I've definitely seen Argus posters before. Then again, they're all over the city. Uh-huh. It premiered 2 days ago. About the posters, by the way. I remember one. It was a bit weird. We came across it by chance and never saw anything like it again. Serena was in it, and everything was white with lots of threads. Called something like rabbit feathers, or I think. Funny thing, actually. Rabbit Feathers is a non-existent film starring a non-existent actress with an unpronounceable stage name. Simply speaking, it's part of the whitening thriller. You could have only seen these posters around film sets. Really? Does it mean the Retro Cafe and Delia Street is a prop? It was very dusty there and filled with water pipe smoke. I left as soon as no longer had to reflect them. Oh, my sincere congrats. Not too much film production drama for you then. And it seems like your prototype is somehow involved with the industry after all. Yeah, turns out we could have met earlier. Would you prefer killing someone you already knew? I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. I know you're not loving this either. Suze? Whoop! Huh. Who's talking right now? My dear Lord, Serena. Serena! Oh, shit. I really should. Sorry to grab you like this. Didn't mean to scare you. She asked to repeat after her prototype, and she was on her way to crash into you. Dangerous stuff. How is Roy so self-aware about this? Yeah, since her prototype looked into the mirror on her side, everything here had to become exactly the same. Well, almost. The chair would have visualized right through me, and not just the chair. Ugh. Well done. You killed me once and saved me once too. Talk about evening the score. Doesn't sound like that even to me. But seriously, thank you. You did the right thing, and I just froze like a fool. Who is she, by the way? Suze is my makeup artist. Well, Serena's makeup artist. She came doing up for the stage and instead ended up with a new reflection on her hands. I couldn't care less about makeup. Practically speaking, a dead body is just an object, and so is its reflection. You, meanwhile, are alive. She used to be alive, same as me. Holy fuck, this is weird. My sweet little girl, how is this even possible? We were going off to O'Donnell's later, weren't we? O'Donnell's? It's a pub. Yeah. Dear me, in front of the mirror of all places. How awful. Was it quick, at least? You know, don't answer that. I'm sorry, just... I can't get my head around it. Suze. I know, I talk too much, don't I? Oh, darling. Well, at least you'll remain beautiful for the rest of your life. Nothing like an old hag I'll turn into by the time I die in 30 years or so. 30 years? What? And when I do die, everyone's going to assume you're not my friend, but my granddaughter. Suze. It's hardly... It's handy there's no mobile reception here. She'll run off to call the police. We've got very little time, since I'm about to start reflecting again. Time is indeed an issue, ma'am. Was that a ma'am? Who are you anyways? His name's Roy, and he killed me. Suze, I want to know what happened today. What do you mean, happened? So he's the one who killed you? This scumbag? Yeah, it's me. Yes, but why? Suze, please, do me a favor. Memorize everything that'll happen here. I'll try and get in touch with you very soon. Oh, Iris, why are you always like this? You're always up to something. Take now, you're sitting here all bloody, your hair a mess, hugging away with this killer. Instead of just asking him, you're asking me for favors. I mean, of course, I'll take note of everything, but honestly, girl. Is she dead? Yeah, sorta. She is not. Her real life counterpart is. Honestly, Dancer, I am still trying to grapple with the universe we are being rapidly introduced to. We'll go to O'Donnell's and I'll treat you to a large Irish coffee on the menu, I promise. I hope it would have to wait too long. What do we do now? You can't stay here. People will rush in any minute. It's going to be a complete... it'll get even worse than it is now. I'm not sure our death off screen would have been better or worse. Yeah, I don't know. And you, why don't you make yourself useful? Get out of here. What's the point of looking at the body now? Got any manners at all? Anyway, this chat best be over. Time's running out and you've got a lot to do, and so do I. But before you go, come over here for a sec. I'll just touch up the contour. There you go. Much better. Okay then, come here and give your old friend a final hug, and off you go. New life ahead. You take care, my sweet darling. I'll do my best. Don't forget about the large Irish coffee, Suze. How could I? Good luck. Should I maybe come with you after all? I'll be fine. Alright, in that case, I hope to make a better impression the next time we meet. Shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, if your prototype ever breaks his neck, do let me know. Somehow, maybe send a dove of champagne or something. Will do. Alright, time to go through the spooking door. Welcome. Please keep moving and don't hold up. Lecture halls 15, 16, and 17. Go on, don't stand around. Proceed that way. Lecture halls 15, 16, and 17. Last minute change of heart, anyone? Ah. Looks bad. He seems to have no clue about what's going on. Please proceed. Nothing to see here. Hey, you with the gun. Maybe there's like a useful guide or manual or immediate help file in cases like this. Would be mighty useful. Go on, this way, please. Proceed this way. Don't linger. Congrats, you're dead. Welcome to your new home. Suddenly just never reflected again. They somehow know. I assume like the door shows up. We didn't click on the door for progressing because I didn't know what the X did, which I guess means leave investigation mode. So I presume the door shows up when it's like time to go. That'd be my assumption. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to do this. 1 second. Refresh. Refresh. Alright. You've seen Beetlejuice. This should be the same thing. We'll see. Alright. Hey, who are you? What happened to you? I didn't even think to ask the bloody man with the gun what happened. Glorious. I've seen you somewhere before. No, you haven't. Cue in standard excuse. You must be confusing me with someone else. Which lecture halls again? 15, 16, 17. Hold on, I definitely know you. Aren't you that? Thank you. I'll get going. There are free seats in the front row only, but then again, I don't really feel like going back to the hallway. Reflect and forget. Alright. Let me start with the warmest greetings on behalf of the community. You will no longer be pulled to mirrors, your prototypes are dead, and you are finally free to do as you please. Woo! Just the one guy. Yay! I want to know so much more about this guy right here. He is far too dapper. He looks like he's time traveled to get here. Oh, okay, there we go. Other yays. Not all the reflections got lucky with their prototypes, sure, but the mere idea of congratulating us on their death is... Ugh. Some fundamental basics. Now, you'll need to eat and sleep regularly, and shower, too. Your prototype could bring you back to life with a single glance in the mirror. But that's no longer the case, so I wouldn't risk it. Should anything bad happen to you, the consequences are irreversible. Oh, okay, so I guess we're mortal now, in a way? It's crucial, so I'll say it again. Do take care of yourselves. You'll thank your own selves later. Now, a few organizational aspects. We're at the community's distribution center. That's where all the newbies end up, no exceptions. Once the intro lecture is over, please head over to the staff. They'll provide you with forms to fill in, and they'll help assign you to all your curators. In the next 2 months, you will all be gradually settled. Let's try that again. In the next 2 months, you will all be gradually settling into this new world. Then you'll get a job and move on with a life of your own. For now, you are in the community's care. It's about time they handed over branded caps and badges with "Welcome to the Community" printed all over. And get us a sign for these. And then demand them back in mint condition in 2 months. Just a reminder for those who have forgotten the basics, away from the mirrors, everything is flexible. The community was formed by the reflections who managed to harness these processes. Soon enough, you'll learn to link different spaces, create items, and alter reality. If you have any questions, fire away. If you don't, address any of the staff in the hallway for further instructions. Thank you for your attention. So, this guy, obviously himself dead, has decided that this is how he wants to spend the rest of his life. What a bummer. What's it, mini lecture? Micro lecture even. Each sentence invites at least one big question, then a bunch of follow-ups. It sucks. Seems like a good time for a promo. Something like, buy our hard liquor from the community and get another session with a cute therapist as a gift. Apparently, though, I'll just be riding off into the sunset, looking for trouble. Or should I skip trouble and just ask one of the staff to find me a curator? Speed everything up somewhat. Um, how about you stay instead? And figure out how the community's cold and heartless bureaucracy operates and maybe even learn something useful here? Sounds boring, but it could be worth it. What? Hold on. Was that representative of us having a conversation with ourselves? Or was that actually another Iris? I don't know. Stay for lecture, come with something else, take off and find a curator. What kind of a reflection do we want to be? My immediate goblin response is take off and find a curator. I'm gonna go with come up with something else. Oh, that guy's leaving too. Wait, the girl in the red. Hold on. Running away now probably isn't gonna cut it, right? Yeah. I knew it was you. Round of applause, everyone. This is a reflection of none other than Selena. Elsie? 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 Yeah, I should have run after all. No point in pretending I don't know what's going on. I'll find my way out. For now, a smile and a wave will do. Yeah, this fucking guy. Look at him. This dapper motherfucker. Got a kerchief and everything. Tell us, please. You're meeting with Daddy J, aren't you? Excuse me? Dapper and Jeff Bridges. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think could just be Jeff Bridges, honestly. Hey, Chucky. The right strategy would be to confirm and leave, but who does he mean? Yeah, I'm sorry for all the yawning. Like I said, long day, bad sleep, terrible combination. Should I know who this Daddy J? What a pain. Maybe play along a little? Yeah, totally. Let's give him a cheap sensation. Oh gosh, I really shouldn't say. So, okay, we're doing acting. That's fun. Can you promise to keep it strictly between us? Me and DJ, we fell out like for good. Oh, no way. Who have you chosen instead, then? For those who don't know, Daddy J is a collector. I mean, a curator for celebrities. Oh, I hate everything about that. Yeah, he swapped robe for, yeah, overcoat. Collector. It's like me that me and him fell out. I'll just say we weren't a match on a personal level. You'll be doing a press conference, right? When exactly? I'm sure there are fans of yours in the audience, and they'd love a few more details. What do you say? Woo! Guy in blue. Yay! Yeah, huh? Yeah. Is he related to the fact that they're not my fans, but Serena's? And what about them? Private life questions ahead. It's really best to get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, I've got an idea. I've got a quick question, may I? Of course. Happy to help. Does everyone see this banner on the wall? Yeah! It does say reflect and forget, right? Yeah! So how the hell does it matter whose reflection I am? Woo, kill the mood. Well, this is a general recommendation, so to speak. What I'm trying to say is don't take it literally, you know? It's not much you can say. While everyone should reflect and forget, he still cares about me being Serena's reflection. Oops. It's a contradiction right there. There are exceptions, of course, and we're all completely different, which is why... This is what I meant when I said it's a different matter, really, and calls for individual approach. Therefore, the community will act on it accordingly. Sorry, but I really need to dash. Thanks for the deep insights, though. I won't hold you up. Unfortunate that you're that you're spared a few minutes for us. More applause, everyone. Come on. Rough, polite, applause. Oh, man. What's his voice?
Gramercy.
Oh, it was nothing.
You were excellent in finding your bearings there.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know very well what I mean. To reflect and forget is indeed a concept not viable enough. You didn't find the lecture fascinating either, I presume.
Instead of the lecture, they could have just given us a couple brief notes. Wouldn't have made a difference.
Sadly, I must admit you are right.
What's sad about that?
Such are the circumstances that my prototype died many years ago. No distribution center, no curators, no intro lectures. There was nothing. I mean to have a look myself for a while now, and I finally found some time. You know, I agree with the rationale side. It's much better, safer, and easier today than before. But the spark, the enthusiasm is gone.
You've got me hooked now, but how about we sneak away from here?
All 14 should be free right now.
Okay, so the reason he looks as he does is because he literally did die in ye olden times. Do you know the hall's schedule?
Yes. Many other useless things too. I'm endlessly old.
Do you mean you've lived a long life? First the prototype and then without?
Yeah, you could say. I am old man
Emeritus? I'm sure that's a reference to something.
Let me think. I've been around for almost 240 years. Mind you, after my prototype's death, all I had was a couple of rooms. Whereas now, if the edge of the room can't be reflected, what you'll see is simply a clean, stabilized corner. Nothing like back in the day.
Did they have grimy, destabilized corners?
Not quite. More like blank, unstabilized nothingness. The so-called void. Just imagine. It's the dawn time, the prototype is dead, and all you're left with is a living room and half a bedroom. The rest around you is white haze that you cannot enter, because the immediate effect is that you shatter into pieces. And, as you understand, there were no ways of contacting other reflections outside your own environment. It was, as they say nowadays, the best quest of my life.
Just a thought. Maintaining the same tone of speech will make him draw certain conclusions from me. No idea what those might be, though. I'm funny or serious, or that I get easily distracted. This best quest for his life involved being caged by four walls, unable to go anywhere or contact anyone, so who knows what tickles his fancy. Probably himself, for like a long time. What kind of thing we want to do? Do we want to put a serious face on, or chitty chatty face? Ooh, excuse me. Depends if you want to be the next one to tickle his fancy. Now I'm going to be serious. Many quests of this kind turned into an ultimate final adventure, am I right? How'd you get through?
I tried my hardest. I was certainly lucky. By the time of death, there were already quite a few of us like-minded folks. Didn't take long for us to discover that we could create objects simply by expending our energy. And then someone came up with the very first door. Oh, no. It was extraordinary. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Scruff of white hood, wood, peel and paint. Nothing spectacular at first glance. And yet it took us to that sweet little French cafe. It's called Chez Geraldine. Geraldine? The waitress is there. Beg your pardon. I got somewhat carried away. So we started by taking each other to all those places which our prototypes had been to before. And then the Providence had mercy on us. Providence? The prototypes invented car mirrors. This is where it got serious, Jolly. We went from one adventure to another, learned to link scattered spaces together and look for new ones. Boy, did we search with such vigor. Speaking of the void, do you know it's not exactly a void as such? You'd think, why not label it a hazard and never venture into it? Well, no. There are mavericks out there risking their lives to go in. There are scientists doing research and conducting experiments there. And there are heroes living on the territory snatched away from the void. Astounding, isn't it? It's truly a shame the lectures don't really cover all these things. More serious. Why don't they, though? It would have been truly engaging. You know why? It's not safe. I never mentioned it, but the community deems it that each new generation is more infantile than the last. Oh, okay. Okay. So, okay. Information should be served in smaller portions. Tasks should be as basic as possible, and solutions should be double or better triple checked. And under no circumstances should they let one alone out after hours. They probably can't wait to ditch their hats, get their feet soaking wet, and get involved in the wrong crowd. You're getting the idea right. All in all, I'd love for those things to be discussed, but I'm afraid I'm hopelessly outdated. Today, the generally accepted way to avoid even thinking about the prototype. Reflect and forget, so to speak. Whereas, back in the day, we used to discuss non-stop how someone would rehearse their speeches in front of the mirror for hours on end, or drink in front of the mirror. We talked about whose letters the veiled lady might have been reading secretly, or what agenda Ingrid pursued when she put on yellow dresses for the third function in a row. Now, what a splendid time it was. But then, you have many more options for entertainment and leisure now. Tell me, did you watch the TV? Keep being serious. Every now and then. More often it's it's the content you mentioned. Reality shows that run in the mirror. Sincere condolences. Their finale is always tragic, unfortunately. I had a friend once who was obsessed with the idea of living his life the prototype way, independent of mirrors and anyone else's will, breaking out of the set order of things and creating his own, where someone else will depend on you. You dig his fashion, though? Oh, no, it's great. It's absolutely great. His stand made me a little uncomfortable, but I couldn't figure out how to reason with him. Now I can, though. As opposed to prototypes, we get a second chance. We can take the best shot from them and yet repeat none of their mistakes. And we have so much more time to do things. I hope you're at least somewhat inspired. And by the way, I need your help. You know, I met this young lady not long ago, and she's lovely to talk to, but I don't know her name. I wish I did. I'm afraid she's got the same problem. It mirrors your case to a certain extent. Eric Hansen, pleasure. But you can just call me a self-absorbed goofball who, for some reason, thinks that everyone knows his name. Do forgive me. No biggie. I'm glad we finally met. By the way, you're the first reflection to have a last name that I know of. Yes, we are a rare breed, but we stay put, should you ever... I introduced myself to a man in a coat. There you are. Why aren't you with one of the staff? Shouldn't you... Mr. Hansen, I'm sorry Sorry, am I interrupting you? Oh, not too much. However, in my infinite wisdom, I'm sensing there are many reflections still waiting to be interrupted out there in the hallway. My apologies, but the girl, she really should come with me. Quiet now. Can you hear someone screaming? Must be the newly arrived left to the mercy of fate. Blood curdling, isn't it? Isn't your blood curdling even a little bit? Yes. Yeah, yes, but she... Those poor souls. They were wandering the hallway without a clue where to go next. I should avoid stressing my ripe age, really, but merely thinking of them gives me... Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm sorry, shall I get going? But of course. Your duty calls and no one dares stand your way, you and us. Off you go. They need you to prevent the worst from happening. Godspeed. Thank you, Mr. Hanson. See you later, Mr. Hanson. What a responsible young man. Could use many more of them around here. That's not, but thank you. You saved me. Oh, no. Thank you. You have handled it perfectly well on your own, but instead you indulged me in some childish fun. I literally went back about 70 years. I almost felt like a mischievous little boy. I'm thinking, climb somewhere high up, steal something, blame it all on the age. Do you think I can pull it off? Your face is too sneaky. But there's a good chance. To be honest, I really don't want to, but I guess I should finally head over to the staff. Deal with the cold and heartless bureaucracy, so to speak. Give them a good run for their money. And make them never forget. I hope I'll be seeing more of you in the thick of things. Well, thanks for the conversation, Mr. Hanson. Somehow it sounds like Mr. Anderson. Alright, forget. Best of luck, Iris. Take care. So I guess he's probably one of the, like, progenitors of this place. Because the staff guy was spooked by us. He knows how everything's going here. So I bet he helped probably create the community as it is. Please proceed, don't stand around. Lecture hall 6, 7, and 8. Off to chat to the staff. Miss Elsie. Wow, it's none other than Serena. Okay. Like, people know that we're not... whatever. Yeah, you sure it's Serena, not her double? Serena, an autograph, please? Jesus Christ. Sorry, everyone. I'm in a real hurry. You can't. You must treat others with respect. Just because you managed to avoid sticking to your direct responsibilities before, doesn't mean you can now. It's still... Excuse me? I must? Delightful. Serena, don't leave. We just got to know each other. Did we really? We want autographs. Jesus Christ. I want to murder someone. Or his prototype, preferably. But I can see the pool of candidates growing. What would Serena do? Listen, I want to share something with you. Calm down, Iris. Search your memory. From the monologue from the Awakening thriller. The long one they kept during post-production. Ooh, neat. You think that being a famous actress is fun. You look great, you earn millions. You know everyone who flashed their faces all over the screens across the world. Dream job, right? But there's this one thing, one small detail that you realize too late. You are characters. They gnaw at your identity, eating away a piece of you after piece. Slowly, you won't even notice. First, you adjust your hair like one of your protagonists. You flirt with a man like another. Then you catch yourself adding whiskey to your coffee like yet another one. You want to believe that you're still you, but they know. Characters inside you. That's no longer true. All that's left of you is bits and pieces, broken parts that can't grow together into something whole. You turn into a shattered mirror. Into Frankenstein's monster. Into a beast. And with each new day,
you see it more and more clearly. All the others are doomed too. They're all playing their parts. A good friend, a fearless macho, a calculating professional, or an ecstatic fan. Any character's deepest and worst secret is that they leave you strictly with what is not acceptable for them. You can't let the fans inside your soul. They must admire you. Sweep the merchandise with your face off the shelves and line up for autographs. It must be one homogeneous, exalted human mass, something halfway between guppy fish and Twitter likes. Of course, I'll sign for you all. By the way, are you sure it's even your own self wanting the autographs? Gotta kill the mood, one monologue at a time. Brent wants to say that glasses and clipboard there is like 98% character from another game. It's certainly possible. Praise the healing power of art. It was so odd reading the monologue by myself, not just repeating after her. There was a split second when I felt like we were one and the same, me and her. Anyways, let's go. A reflected cricket in this room somewhere? Maybe. Oh, my. So Serena Elsie is off the grid now. Dear me. Stay calm. Can I just have the forms, please? It was drugs, wasn't it? All those nostalgias go off the hook sooner or later. You can wear the mask of cool you want, but at some point, justice gets served, oh yes. Ever seen a forensic pathologist open a corpse chest? What? Why would you... Want me to show you? Serena rehearsed in a lot for her role, so I can repeat the entire thing, even with my eyes shut. The incision will be impeccable. Even though, well, you probably won't be able to see it. Alright. Cynthia, sign her up for my group. Have you heard what she just... I have. Just sign her. But the form, we'll fill it in together. Alright, as you please, take her away. This blood all down my friend was drugs, yeah. Yeah, my prototype took this new drug. It's called Knife. You stick it directly into your chest. So I'm going to stop behaving irrationally now and follow you because I'm the only one of all the curators who knows how you feel. My prototype was a model. The runways, the makeup, then more runways, then photo shoots, and yes, even more runways. Enormous stress and even greater willpower. I never wanted to be anyone else. When she died, I felt like my oxygen was cut off. My name's Dora, by the way. I'm Iris, and I sometimes bully everyone around me. Isn't a problem, I reckon. In my first week after her death, excuse me, I smashed an antique vase on the head of one friendly young man who just wouldn't leave me alone. This'll pass. Ah. Well, nice to meet you, Dora. Iris, I will be your curator for the next 2 months. Today, you'll be joining a group of other newbies on an expedition away from here. A group? I work with reflections that used to spend a lot of time in front of the mirror. There are currently 4 of you, including yourself. We'll get back to the expedition in a bit. For now, let's fill in your form. Okay. If we're going somewhere, I'd like to be able to go back sometimes. To your friends? Sure thing. I'll teach you how to create doors, and you can go anywhere you want through those. Oh, okay. Let's do the form then. Name and sex. Got it. Age. 26. Marital status?
I'm single. And with 3 husbands and 5 children make a difference in this case?
No, but you would have been different to start with. By the way, if you decide to marry, don't forget to notify the community.
Why?
It's to do with marital status and property rights. The wedding and such like are up to you. Okay, now, prototype's occupation, actress. Cause of prototype's death? She was murdered. Cause of death was murder. No, actually. No, that's not quite how that works. She was murdered. Her cause of death was probably either bleeding out or cardiac arrest brought about by being stabbed. Cause of death is not process of death. It should be easy to say out loud, shouldn't it? Ours. In the very best Shakespearean tradition, she was cold-heartedly stabbed by a ghost in her own dressing room, right in front of the mirror. My sincere condolences. But it's good that your sense of humor is still here. Many reflections come apart in similar situations. That's all things an expert at murder would say. Yeah. I have to warn you, though, you're likely to lapse into nightmares at some point. You mean dreams about death? Not just those. Random memories related to the prototype may resurface. It gets better with time, however. You are currently under the so-called mirror death curse, which, in other words, is simply your adjustment period. Okay. Try not to be too hung up on emotional struggle. All right, Iris. What about bad habits? Smoking, drinking, drugs? How does nobody notice the blood? If I think it just doesn't matter. Like, guy with gun came in and no one was like, oh shit, he has a gun, or oh wow, he's covered in blood, right? So I think it doesn't matter. I don't know. I had to smoke during filming, used herbal roll-ups, never fell into the habit. I'd say I'm neutral to positive regarding alcohol. I don't do drugs. I say overall health, splendid, exceptional even. No panting, no prototype, and even the stab wound has closed by now. Prototype's fatal wounds are not passed on to their reflections. If there are no problems, we'll be moving on to the next question. Do you have any particular talents or skills? I'm being super serial, I think, in this run. My improv skills aren't bad. My memory's good. I'm in great shape, and I have a superb personality. My patience is a letdown, though. Are there many questions left? No, that's it. We're done. The ooh, was it drugs seemed extra dumb. But even the cause of death is like, wonder if all the blood might be hinted at it. Yeah, I wonder if they're just oblivious. Like they literally just don't see it. I don't know. It's interesting. How about I tell you more about the expedition then? And then you can ask any questions you might have.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, all the reading aloud, plus already being tired. Many yawns. We're a small group of scientists and practitioners engaged in discovering and stabilizing new territories in the void. In order for the reflections to have spaces to inhabit and procure resources from. You'll see. Can you say that again, but in simpler terms? Dumb it down for me, Doc. In a nutshell, we board buses, explore the world, and occasionally transport things for the community. You'll have the opportunity to get new impressions, figure out what you might want to do in the future, and catch a break from the rubbernecks. Okay. And the final... Oh my god. And yet, the final point is particularly inspiring. Okay, I actually need to go get some water. Give me 1 second. I forgot to fill it up beforehand, and all this talking requires me some water. So hold on a sec. Oh wait, I have a BRB screen. Where is it? Where's the button? That one. Ha! No, let's just enhance it. Go for it. I got materials. Progress.
Yes.
Look. Hold on. This is the absolutely perfect camera mode. Perfect. We did it, everyone. We did it.
Excellent.
I am an adult. That looks like a...
His skin is cold. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine.
Yes, that's his biggest problem.
Oh no, not her. Not Anita.
Was that Anita?
Her skin is
Burned and blistered.
She appeared.
Oh, she got radiation poisoning. Oh, there. That's just a head.
Yo, that's horrible.
Yo, that's horrible, bro. That's got strong TikTok energy. That yo.
Yo, that's horrible.
With just a little bit of Christopher Walken.
Yo,
Yo, that's horrible. I did remember this one. I just thought I'd already got it. Bibless? Oh boy, I got my Bibless card. Oh, 5/7 archer for 7. Okay, that's okay. Can I just yeet myself off the tower? There was a path down. There was a path down. You absolute
Illegal.
motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh, that's so rage-inducing. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Moving on. Who in their right mind would go backwards through that gauntlet? I don't know. What do you got for me?
Careful, sorcerer. The reddish flesh beasts.
Oh, okay, fine, thanks.
I'm just a rat. I don't know anything.
Explosive mine.
Taken care of.
Oh no! I don't know if that was scripted or just very funny.
You know, it can be both.
Remember that in any of the blue simulation functions and events like this puddle, for example, only programs from the House Blue can interact with it. Our code is not prepared, and as a result, there will be conflicts at a deep level, including collisions, physical... Okay, it's just saying you can drown. In any case, jump over the puddles. Oh, that's a puddle. Got it.
The moment is that Charlie, our national hero,
Oh.
Mars mission, has escaped in a private golf club wasteland shuttle.
Ooh.
Our esteemed CEO. As of now, we haven't been able to make contact with Charlie, who seems to be roaming the land.
Oh, fuck. I'm back. Ugh. Of course. There we go. Of course, while I was gone, TikTok would do the whole no activity thing found. That's actually fair. that was a real one. Hi, Chucky. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, asking questions. Do you mind talking about your prototype and her death? Not at all. Ask away. What exactly do you want to know? Taken from this scene, not some BRB taken. No, yeah, sorry. Apologies for anyone that annoys. Was she also killed in front of the mirror? No, she worked herself to death. But yeah, she died in front of a mirror. Dozens of mirrors on the runway, in fact. And what did you do next? At first, I had no clue what was going on. I was assigned to scientists, and I just lurked around until one day I heard they were recruiting for an expedition. It's much easier to understand yourself when you're out there dealing with real problems, as opposed to sitting in a lab and playing with glass test tubes. Iris, just do really try to open up to new experiences. It'll take you a certain time to process what's happened to you. I hope none of the new experiences involve being stabbed. Can you tell me about the void? The first thing you need to know about the void is that it's dangerous. Anything that comes in contact with it will get quickly destroyed. Sure, there are ways of slowing the destruction down, but more on that later. The second thing to remember is that the void is heterogeneous. Sometimes stabilized areas emerge here and there, and they are technically not the void as such. Go on. If you've ever seen mist, like in films, you should be able to visualize a mountain with its bottom fully covered and its top fully visible because of clean air. You'd be safe there at the top, not putting yourself at risk. In reality, there are most often roads rather than mountains. They appear out of nowhere and deteriorate for no apparent reason unless certain measures are taken. We use these roads to look for new territories. You'll see for yourself soon. Now, the third point to note, the void is poorly studied. Therefore, complying with safety regulations is a must. Great. Goes to your first point. Beware of danger. Don't touch. Now go right in. Not go right in, but rather, let's have a careful look. How does it work? There are two groups of people in each expedition, the scientists and the practitioners. Each group has a leader in charge, someone to organize their subordinates' work and be responsible for them. Leaders make decisions together when it comes to matters that affect the entire expedition. Okay. What if their opinions are divided? It depends, really. In case of emergency, the practitioner's leader makes the final call. If the matter in question is more about planning, then the scientist leader is in charge. This seems like this is a system. This is a system. Sounds like it was invented by committee. And what about you? Does your opinion count? Me and the medics, we offer advisory votes. Okay. What's the community's role in all this? They allocate resources and approve expedition plans. A plan outlines the route, the necessary stopovers, and the target metrics. Okay. Fortunately, our contribution is not required in this regard. Iris, as a matter of fact, each expedition is always organized somewhat differently, but in our case, there's no need to worry about red tape. I wouldn't have to write reports every day then? No. Even I don't have to. Okay. Who's Mr. Hanson? He's so handsome. One of the founders of the community. Something of a living legend. Or does he even exist? I've only ever seen him on posters. Oh. No one's gonna believe me. Cute. Can you tell me more about him, though? He was part of the group that founded Crystal City, our capital. He is also credited with pioneering research into the void and with making a few grand discoveries from doors to bulk solids. They say Mr. Hanson still joins an occasional expedition himself, but in that case, he must be over 200 years old. Sure, we'll live our prototypes, but that would be seriously stretching it. Why? Are you interested in the community's history? More like the story you just told me. Thank you. Okay, tell me about Crystal City. Want to know anything in particular? No, how about the fundamentals? Iris, do you know what stabilization stands for? That's the longest acronym. I would assume it refers to maintaining the current state of something. Yeah. Everything out of reach of the mirrors gets gradually destroyed. Your bag with its entire contents will start to going bleak and cracking here and there in a week or two, unless you do something about it. Okay. Stabilization is a deliberate action intended to prevent that destruction. We can fix items up. It's not hard, and I'll teach you. Now, Crystal City is where nothing ever requires fixing up. Wait, even if I take my bag to Crystal City, I won't have to worry about it and do anything to it? Indeed. But we're only getting there towards the end of our expedition, so you'll have to learn the ropes along the way. Can't we just open a Crystal City flagship office in our bus? You're taking a shot at one of our world's greatest mysteries. No one knows why the capital is like it is. Okay. Alright. By the way, if you have no reflecting objects with you, there are pieces of polished metal fixed in places of mirrors on the bus. Or remind me later to find something for you that's a bit more compact. What? Okay, I'll never see anyone mirror again, but it won't hurt to have a way to fix my hair once in a while. I should say, no one will ever see me in the mirror again. Dora, what's taking so long? We're leaving in like half an hour. I've got someone new on board. She'll be joining us. I'm Iris. Yeah, ain't that neat. Perfect timing. Iris, pack it up. We got no time to spare. Chloe is coming with us. She's one of the practitioners. You won't have to interact much. However, she's right. It's time to pack. Help with the motive. What do you say? I help you make it on time now, and then you help me. No thanks, I'm good. Or, to be honest, I'm rather pressed for time. But I don't want to owe you a don't know what. What if it's a know what? I need to get in touch with someone from the living. So basically helping you with a door when I've got time? Wow. You got yourself a deal. Hello, person who's lots of numbers on TikTok. How's it going? Fantabulous. Where do I dash next? Here. Volunteer to help with the first assignment. Take this. Oh, boy. Number 1. Take the letter in completed form to our leader, Tian, please. I'm certain she's still in her office. Number 2. Okay. Deliver the papers they'll hand you at the warehouse to the staff that process all the paperwork. They'll issue a letter of confirmation, which I need. And number 3. Help Maximilian find spare boxes of paint. I'm guessing you could use a hand. That way, you'll get to meet one of your expedition companions. And where are we now, exactly? Oh, right, sure. We're here. Go to the warehouse first and get changed. Show the keeper your request form. Which one's the warehouse? These are labeled T, M, S, and B. None of those. None of those are labeled warehouse. No, you'll find them there. I'll run someone else's errands all over the place. Great. And try doing it all if possible, and I'll see you at the bus. I've marked the spot for you. Oh, B is bus. Oh, there's warehouse now. Should have thought. Can I get a pirate costume and a blunderbuss there? I'd love a blunderbuss. Good evening. I'm about to ride off into the sunset with Dora. Here's the list. Uh-huh. Basic Kid 3 and Expedition overalls. Female. Size? It's an M. Easy peasy. You'll get your stuff. Sign here, will you? Like how she wrote Serena and then crossed it out. Here you go. Try it on. Listen, you're her, aren't you? That's Lena girl. It'll fit. I'll be able to bash his head and flee. So, I was watching until right before his shift. 'Twas news piece on a. I like how I'm using this voice for a guy who uses 'twas. News piece. They have said something important. What piece exactly? Something about it like being sacrificed by a cult or something. A cult? Uh-huh. Scientationists, or whatever they were. Wait, hold on. Scientologists? Devil scientists? I don't know how he's messing that up and in what direction. The press was saying she owed him money, or maybe there's some orgy gone wrong, or like a ritual killing, you know? Fancy that. How stupid should you be for real? So it's true then? Don't be mad, beautiful. You ain't her after all. I'd be happy if mine kicked the bucket. I'm telling you, I'd be free. Let's hope the cult find your guy and end him then. Can I have my papers, please? Yeah, no one gives a damn about him. Here you go. Our regards to Dora. Uh-huh. All the best. First, the killer leaves a stylish knife on the crime scene, then he's suddenly appointed by some cult. Glorious. All self-respecting cult members wear black robes, apply eyeliner, and study Latin proverbs for breakfast. Wonder if Roy would look like dandy in a hat. Zeus would vent at him, all right, for such a shallow, dramatic interpretation. Where am I headed, by the way? Should be Tien, okay. The science leader or the staff, or my future expedition companion's rescue. Cover the entire lot as long as I have time. And I could just head straight for the bus and not help Dora. Okay, I guess Tien then. Paper's folded, but I can just make out some info. It's all backwards. From Roy. Roy, what's that supposed to mean? Hold on. Roy was the reflection, not the prototype. That's a long shot, but what Dora knows something about him. Then again, she could always just jot down a random R name. Okay. Not married. Actress. Stab wound. And be the second one of my group from the front of the mirror. Okay. Okay. Someone else in the group died in front of the mirror, which might make Tien worry. Iris clearly shouldn't worry at all. Even though maybe there is indeed no reason for me to worry. It's fine as it is. Okay. Very cagey. Very, very cagey, all of this. Hello. The sign on the door suggests you're Tien, right? Good evening. I am, yes. And you are? I'm Iris. I'm about to leave with Dora, and she asked me to drop this envelope off with my form. A flyer for Elaine. She certainly knows whose reflection I am. Thrilling. With Dora? No way. Unexpected, but such good timing, too. Welcome. We don't always act last minute. Don't you worry. And that's when I'm finally scared. I need to head on. Sorry. By the way, are you going to visit anyone after, from the staff, too? If you are, will you please take this envelope there? I can't believe we're doing fetch quests in a narrative game. Yeah, whatever. Sure, man. I just love examining someone else's envelopes against the light. Many thanks. There's just too much work. See you, Iris. Okay, bye. A single sheet of paper, an unknown recipient, and only a couple lines of text. We hereby inform that you will not be able to attend the Andrew Numi Award ceremony due to preparations for the new expedition. Best regards and a bunch of signatures. That's interesting. Dora's made time for getting me on board, and her signature's on this thing too, but then maybe award ceremonies take ages? Or they might be holding a grudge against Andrew Numi, whoever that is. Anyhow, nothing valuable here, real shame. We'll just have to hand this to the staff, I guess. Alright, who are we supposed to help next? Staff and then Max? Hello. I need a letter confirmation. I've got an envelope from TN2 as well. Good evening. Just a sec. Another rejection from her, eh? No surprise there. And thanks for bringing it over. Now regarding that confirmation. I want you for expedition. Do I need help? Probably. Hi, Max. What's up? No. Seems filled in properly. Let me Oh my god. You gotta be kidding. You're Serena's reflection. No, for God's sakes. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Working late, done now? Well, I'm glad you're done. Sorry you had to work late. But if you're here, then that must mean... This is awful. What happened? I'm sure the details are already all over the news. Come on, do you mind or what? I'm such a big fan. I've seen Flashlight like a million times. Phenomenal taste. The role was at the top screens. I'm not part of that list. Can you just issue that letter of confirmation for me, please? Sure, just a sec. I got this one blank right here. All filled in, all ready to go. Can you at least tell me if Serena was at all involved with that hot Spaniard? You mean Diaz? Oh. Once I got that confirmation, I'll spill all the juiciest beans for you. Or not. She so was! I totally knew it. Thank you, and have a good evening. But what about Diaz? Nah, I'm going. He's actually Italian. Bye. Hello. Tall, dark, and reflective. How do you care? I'm Iris. I'm from Dora's group, too. She asked me to help you with the boxes of paint. I'm sure I'll manage on my own. Dora did ask, though. Feel ready to knock yourself out. I won't be in your way. Okay, you checked here? Max? Maximilian and Max are two distinctly different names. Why is everyone always confusing them? Alright, Maximilian. So what about these shelves then? Nothing all right about it. The shelves? I think I checked those. I suppose we need red and blue. I wonder if I start crying now. Is he going to tell me right away that was all my own fault, or is he just going to bring it up later? Why can't one just get on with their tasks and not get on others' nerves? She asked sadly. No, she could have asked sadly. It's just that the prospect of being stuck in a close space with an easily irritable hunk is not too exciting. I'd better be delicate. Any other paint we need? Which other? Dora said red and blue, didn't she? Why all these questions of yours? I'm minding my own business, ain't I? Okay. Here's red and yellow, too. Marked as silver and copper. And copper is for yellow in this case. Must be some logic behind all these markings. There could be, at least. Dusty badges on top. Takeo, head doctor. Dora, curator. And a bunch of others. Seems like some people remember their names and job titles excellently. Well, the papers. Recommended order for multiple buses en route together. While not compulsory for execution, it, however, includes information that will help you optimize the process of ordering a string of buses based on specifics of the route, accounting for a variety of conditions. Ugh. A handful of these, too. I don't hope we will be learning them by heart. This is a bit too heavier for paint. Some random part signed as splints for practitioners, and below it says gold, titanium, tin, copper, silver. Well, we know that. Hold on. Mysterious. Okay, here's the blue plate. Why is it marked as gold, though? I know there's white, pink, yellow, gold, and then black gold, if I may stretch it, but blue? Max, a million. I've found the paints, the bottom shelf and the second from the top. Tried getting them to the bus. What a joy. Don't see why you asked me to look for something if I'm not really needed after all. I don't see it either, but I'm polite. Polite. Nice. Polite. Damn this half persuasion. The self-persuasion, sorry. You're welcome. Ah! What is happening with this note? And now, one very light-footed Irish shall be speeding towards the bus. What is this? Oh, okay. Iris, excellent. Have you got the letter of confirmation? Yup. Maybe you want to save? Sure. If this crashed, would be annoyed. If this crashed, I would just go to bed. TN has the envelope. Brilliant. You look up like a Street Fighter character, man. I see Max is here with the paints too. It's Maximilian. My apologies. Iris, very well done. Has it been crashing? No. Well, the last couple of days, I had some PC issues. And it turns out my one hard drive, my one SSD hard drive was somehow not seated correctly. And so eventually my hard drive just got disconnected. So Thief kind of crashed out, and then my whole computer didn't like just lost a hard. It was a whole thing. It was a whole process. But I have reseated that hard drive, making sure it wasn't getting like tilted or anything when it got tightened down. So fingers crossed, everything should be fine. Right. I can clearly add relay racing to my outstanding skills. No, and planning relay races. I was there for that point, was worried you were having trouble tonight. Nope, everything's been good since I reset the hard drive. So, hopefully it continues, to be like that. I'd also have the skill of admitting your own outstanding skills. Let's go, though. We should be leaving. You're just paranoid? No, that's reasonable. Impress your curator on the first day. Yeah, no, I get it. I too am paranoid. This is the nicest bus. Oh my god. This bus is basically a dorm. Whew. Apparently I'm headed on a research mission to study the void, with Dora in charge. She packed a bus full of newbies with her. Let's brush up on them. The man in green is third. The hunk is Maximilian. The sleeping guy is Tony. In fact, I need to see him awake. At this rate, might have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, and the sneaky young woman with the comfiest bunk bed is none other than myself. Why? Okay. I am going to make a comparison to this person's portrait, and either this makes sense or it doesn't. But if you are aware of Polygon and any of their content, they have a writer, creator, all kinds of thing called Simone de Rochefort. And Iris looks to me, in my brain, very much like Simone. And it's weird to me. It's just weird. Kristen Ritter? I don't know who that is. I mean, maybe I do, but I don't know that name. Can't even start to imagine what's going to come of it all. Okay. Dramatic. Jessica Jones? Oh. Okay, yes. I understand that reference then. But no, my brain says Simone de Rochefort, the person from Polygon. Huh. Well, that was something. Nightmares, huh? It's alright. They'll be gone with time. Just have some patience. Get dressed now. I've got a quick announcement to make. Good morning again, everyone. Another hour or so, and our expedition will be making its first stop. What is up with this dude? Okay. You can see if she's less, I don't know, hollow. No, I understand. Yeah. Simone's face isn't quite as, I don't know. I almost want to say gaunt. Like the shading on Iris's face is rather severe. So I do understand kind of that difference. Simone has more face than Iris does. But yeah, my brain just keeps associating the two. Anyways, you'll learn how to manipulate matter somewhat and get decent breakfast too. But if you're hungry now, I can offer you a few quick bites. Nutrition bars, biscuits, juice, water, coffee. I don't know. Oh man, too many voices. No thanks. I'm not hungry. Me neither. Suit yourself. But breakfast is compulsory, so don't try to ignore it. Son. Why isn't she expecting any reaction from Tony? Does she think he's not awake enough yet? Oh, what are those cracks? I didn't get a proper look last night. It looks like an old marble statue that's seen better days. Oh my, his arms kind of give away that his prototype was seriously into shooting smack. Must say though, never seen any drug do this to a person. Then again, Tony's come with us, so his condition shouldn't be contagious. Just a reminder, the expedition is traversing the void. The void is lethally dangerous, so do not come anywhere near it. Your goal is to learn not to risk your lives. I'm expecting everyone to approach their assignments with due diligence and a clear conscience, and to not leave the campsite without permission. Understood? Understood. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ours. I mean, yes, of course. Fine. One more thing. Writing practice is good for manual dexterity, and for one's mental state, too. Don't bottle up your emotions inside. I really suggest you each keep a diary. And I'm here for you if you need me, of course. You can tell me anything. Uh-huh. What's under the pillow? What's under the pillow? Dear Diary, they say I might find you useful. I bet you're going to be even more useful to everyone who'd want to get this into poor Iris's head and learn her dirty little secrets. Dear everyone, I hope you're ashamed of yourselves. I don't want to show my scribbles to anyone, so I'll keep this notepad on me at all times. I also start doing sketches in the margins. Raunchy ones. Nature sketches, too. Ah, classic. To be honest, writing's not exactly my thing. But Serena would have certainly liked this. I should write something down now, right? Ugh, I don't know. She didn't deserve to die this way? Damn. As if there's such a way as a deserved way to die. I just wish I could talk to her. Serena, I'm so lucky to have had you. And it'd be nice to eventually turn out like you in many ways. Instead, I'm whining, like, very consistent of me. Get a grip, Iris. Completely out of the blue, I'm with an expedition. My crew also includes a very buff Maximilian, rather mysterious third, and Tony. Hard to ignore the fact that Tony is all covered in cracks. I'd like to have someone explain this to me. Dora's an obvious choice, but I can't arrange to be alone with her just yet. Yeah, Dora's our curator. A model and very no-nonsense. Very much so. I had my first nightmare last night. It was about Roy. My killer's name is Roy. And Dora mentioned him, or his namesake, in a letter to Tien. Maybe this was the principle, if you kill them, you must marry them, or at least hurry up to organize their bright new future. Either way, as a shrewd character from a detective story would say, something's not right here. There's certainly a chance that some other Roy decided to take care of me. Only Dora, Tien, and Roy himself know the truth. Or Roy themselves. They probably won't be that willing to let me in on it. Yeah, death does make it easier to comprehend life. Actually, what I want most of all is to... Oh no. No, I want to find out why Serena was killed. It's the point of the game. It won't change anything, but it seems the right thing to do and to know. This isn't the bus we were on before, though. Wait, who the fuck is this guy? My god, you could cut glass with that jaw. He's too cool. He's a bad boy. Uh-oh. I love it. He's gonna fucking like hit a record player and get it to start playing a song, a jukebox, or get it to start playing a song. Here's one graphic example of how not to behave on an expedition. Does that example have a name? Johnny, the practitioner's group leader. A solid specialist, but a reckless nutcase otherwise. Graphic example. Can be more graphic, please? Yeah, exactly. Could we go up a rating? I'm going to stay in the bus. And a very bouncy one, too. I'll go up. Come get me if you need anything. Great. Johnny's just found another lucky victim. Is he going to bite Third and turn him into a practitioner? Third is interested in practitioners enough as it is. So that Johnny is not easy. I don't want any of you falling under his influence. Are we going to start hopping buses? Sorry, I'm not quite following the logic here. You'll see. Dora? Excuse me. Ooh, hold on. My god, look at them all. So that's what we just read. Okay, so these are like all the achievements.
Ooh, get your first crack. The self-care above doors tasks. Interesting. Oh. Eat a cheese roll. All right. We have goals for Tony. Is that like a rating? Okay. I don't know what the icons necessarily mean. Guessing that the other person on the bus is cracked, which I'm sure we'll learn about, but kind of makes sense as reflections. Yeah. I wonder what Third is talking to Johnny, this Johnny guy about. And was the latter discouraged when it wasn't me who emerged on the roof? Iris? Yeah? We're almost there. And judging by the sound of it, Johnny has left. I'm going to say that you should put your shoes on and get Third back down here, please. Are you suggesting that I get a kitten down from a tree? Iris. I mean, they normally come down on their own, but sure, I'll get them. Did you meet the practitioner's leader and decide to check all the fixes and mounts right away? Ugh. Iris, I'm sorry. Didn't see you there. Something wrong? We're almost there. Or not almost. How was the chat with Johnny? You know, I made up my mind. I want to be a practitioner. That was fast. Because of Johnny? Do you like Johnny that much? No. He just told me about their work. It's even more interesting than I imagined. And very important. So many useful things to do. Like become a bad example? You know what I mean. Not really, but fine. Iris. That guy is like 12% away from demanding pictures of Spider-Man. What do you think? How can one foster their own courage? Actions? Courage can't. If you can, oh my god, if courage can at all be fostered, it's only with actions. That was the, I don't know why I struggled so hard to read any particular word of that sentence. Liquor? Ah, yes. Inebriants. But you need courage in the first place to act. Uh-huh. For example, one could go up onto the roof, even though a door clearly doesn't approve. So you think I'm courageous? Or stupid? Or an overthinker? Or someone who asked the wrong person for advice? Come on, let's go. Oh. Tian. Hi, just letting you know that I got the envelope to the staff. They were ecstatic, cried their eyes out with joy, and kept showing it to each other, and then they put it in some drawer. Or something like that. Hello, Iris. Thanks. You really helped me out. Which chocolate do you like more? Dark or milk? Tian, please. I can't think about food right now. Ah. Breakfast is compulsory, isn't it? We're ready, Iris. Go and join the others. Right then. Everyone meet Tian, the scientist leader on our expedition. I'm going to pull her out of her work from time to time for you to obtain as much valuable knowledge as possible. Welcome. Now, can I have everyone's attention, please?
Reality outside mirrors is rather flexible, and you can influence it. We'll start with creating items. Here's the general idea. You study an object and then focus on its image, dismissing all other thoughts. Well, I know it sounds easy. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, no it doesn't. I'm sorry. Are there people who can just think about a thing and have their brain focus on that thing for extended periods of time? Just the one thing without other things injecting themselves into your brain worm-like? Sounds fake. Yeah. You mean your brain isn't filled with noise? Wait, what? Max, you can just do that? You can just think about a thing and not have other thoughts injecting in there? Man, what's that like? God, what am I... Yes? Now, I'm not talking about, like, keeping your mind on task. No. I'm not talking about visualization. The aphantasia thing. No. I mean, like, okay, they're saying, like, concentrate on the idea of scissors and keep doing that until you can apparate scissors in front of you. I think my thing is, like, are there people who can just think about the scissors without having other thoughts shoving themselves in? That's what I'm talking about. Add aphantasia to nonsense brain is even more fun. Yeah. Yeah, my wife has aphantasia, which was a fun thing to discover on a car ride home when I learned about aphantasia and I was describing it to her and she's like, what are you talking about? You mean you can just, like, see things that aren't there? I'm like, what? Anyways. Indeed. For example, to create any food or drink, you'll need at least a rough idea of the molecular composition of the wanted item. Moreover, it'll take a lot of effort, a few times more than your average daily capacity. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little. No problem. Energy, the power that lets us create anything here is your key resource. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Like, just invasive thought patterns, I guess. I believe this is why people learn and study meditation, because I think that's what actually lets you do that thing. It's limited, but gets restored during sleep. With time, you'll learn how to use it more efficiently. Apart from creating items, energy is also required to stabilize them. Just creating a teapot is not good enough. You have to make sure that it doesn't suddenly burst into pieces and scald everyone with hot water. Oh, you meant thinking of something down to the molecular level. Ah. This is a horrible example. I didn't want to scare anyone. This is an excellent example. We are, of course, going to teach you to understand how long an item you've created will hold. Everything will be alright, but still, you have to understand the risks. Today, we'll try creating a door. Just creating. That'll do for now. Since our space is non-linear, you can technically open the door into anywhere, as long as you know the location you need. Let's start with your bus. It has a black metal door, with paint peeling in places. It's also a bit dusty at the bottom. Have a look for yourselves. What is it like to touch? Does it have its own smell? Close your eyes and try imagining a door just like the one right in front of you. Just be careful. Well. Cool, Tony. Cool. to learn to meditate might have gotten a bit better, but 6 months daily practice made about as much progress as I could in a new programming language in about 6 hours. Yeah, I gave learning meditation a solid try and didn't really get anywhere. Perhaps self-guided meditation wasn't the answer. Perhaps someone could help teach it me. Yes, but he's breathing. And the doors. It's absolutely incredible, Dora. I can see. Yes. He needs help. Third, quick, the bus. There's a first aid kit above the bed next to the door. Find the ammonium chloride and bring it here. Isn't that just smelling salts, basically? I think that kid's now our chef. Oh. Max, you run to the practitioners for a stretcher. Anyone there will know where to get one. I'm not. Let's go. Iris, find a doctor. The doctor's name is Takeo. He's tall and has dark hair tied in a long ponytail. He should be at the scientist camp. If you don't spot him right away, ask around. My team will help you. Okay. Yep. Does Takeo doctor have had an emergency haircut? Or just hide when he saw a stranger? Or wander off and take in some fresh air in the end of this Fort Road? Maybe inside the bus. Still needs some refining. If we use different paints with different dosages of the active ingredient, we'll be able to produce the raw stuff simply by increasing the concentration. Increasing the concentration is increasing weight, which is a dead end. Do you maybe want to try adorning our practitioners with bracelets and trinkets from head to toe too? Like weekend fair fortune tellers? Why stop there? How about a full-on astronaut onesie? It's called a spacesuit. Nothing prevents us from carrying out our first part of the experiment. So what proportions were you suggesting, Candy? Good day, everyone. I'm Iris from Dora's group. Is Takeo around? Hi, I'm Candy. And these two are Marco and Susumu. Takeo's left for the practitioner's camp. The other end of the site. Great. Why? What happened? Yeah. One of my companions fainted during our lesson. Doctor should really see him. They're trying to create something like overstimulated himself. Overstimulated? Stimulated? Or was he trying to impress anyone? I bet he just ignored breakfast. Or could be too stressed. Shut up. Hey, Otto, come on out. We need a doctor. What else now? You look pretty healthy to me. So do they. Or two. One of the newbies went out with like late. Ours will take you there. Why me? Where's Taco? Oh, God. Alright, let's mosey, dude. He's with the practitioners. We should go. Thanks, Candy. So making food was more than a day's worth of work, and seems like Tony could manage the entire Las Vegas casino buffet. Yeah. You're welcome. I was just looking for a reason to wake him up. Come visit again. Taco's at the practitioners now, so I suddenly brought Otto. Oh, great job. You did the right thing. I'm sorry I didn't mention this option earlier. I should have thought of that. Hello, Otto. Yes, Iris, very well done. We didn't find any ammonium chloride, so I sent third to help Max. Otto, hi. Have a look at him. Iris, hi. Step away from him. Yeah, sure thing. It's always better to wake someone else up rather than engage in a quick running exercise yourself. Oh, hi, Dora. Hi, Tien. What's the story? This guy's got the This guy has the kind of bedside manner that I expect my brother has. A prototype with a serious drug addiction, deep psychological trauma, and substantial powers to top it off. He created these doors with a single gesture and then fainted. I caught him halfway, so there's no hitting the ground. His breathing's stable, and the pulse seems regular. I recall some of the details from his form now. Congrats, Dora. You landed yourself a Superman. As long as the guy doesn't go off the rails completely, the practitioners and the scientists will be killing each other over him by the end of the trip. Okay, so he is some kind of mirror savant. In fact, they will even if he loses it. There you go, he's coming around. Should just put his legs up somehow. Is it your first expedition ever or what? Come on, you guys. How should we better... Ah, great. Lift him up, fellas, and get him on the bus. This is Otto. He's a doctor. No, this is Otto, and he's a ballerina who, sadly, cannot go large here and perform his signature faute jump. Faute? Faute? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Why else would I want him listed or lifted? You think I'm suffering from a door shortage and wanting to crank out a dozen more? Okay, Otto is kind of growing on me. Otto's been here a while, it feels like. A faute is not a jump. What? In essence, a faute is a tiptoe, turn on one foot. Dear ballerina Otto. What's the difference? It's in the jump. There is none. A turn, yes. Thrust with the leg, with the other leg, with each revolution of the dancer, yes. A jump, no. Iris, stop giving him a hard time. Otto, the guys are done. I need you to state a diagnosis that Takeo won't question. Go on now. Oh. Yeah, sick Superman. Alright. Don't mind him, everyone. Otto just got up on the wrong side of the bed. It happens. Ah, it's not a big deal. I should have given this guy a Kronk voice. Is it too late? Can I retroactively Kronk him? Do it. Hold on. Gotta get into my Patrick Warburton. Get Kronked. Yeah. Goose-go. There we go. Yeah, it's not a big deal, honestly. Let's just hope that Tony gets better. Why are you even apologizing? He's a scientist. I'm responsible for him. It's good you're not taking it personally. Since everything here is under control now, I'll set off for my camp. See you around. Maximilian. Where are you off to? Just, away. Well, shouldn't go all too far. Dora might need our help. Isn't there a doctor here? I won't be long. I'll just circle the bus a few times. He's never done that before. Must be worried about Tony. Or about... Well, Tony will be fine. We inherit our prototype's looks, but that's it. No diseases, no habits, no addictions. That means he's safe. As if I said anything against it. Hold on. Has any one of us lost their memory? What do you mean? Amnesia rids people of their difficult past and the emotional problems that go all the way back. I disagree. The past doesn't matter. And yet it exists. I mean, you're right and all. But the medics learned to process individual memories.
Amnesia would be a great way out and around. I wasn't being serious. Ah, sorry. Didn't pick up on that. Iris, do you really think that Tony fainted because of some unsettling memories? Oh. He fainted because of overexertion. Lucky he didn't hit the ground. I presume that creating all those doors at once can be likened to hard physical labor or severe stress. Which brings us back to basic psychology. Tony is certainly not used to taking care of himself. A pair of specs would go great with this deep speech. Can't wait, even better than I imagined. Too good, maybe. Professor Iris will answer all your questions. No payment required. That'll be £200 for the session, Maximilian. Here we go again. Won't even remember me later, yet here I am, making rounds. You're Iris, right? You proud of yourself? Very much so. Usually I am for a reason, but I can call a bet, too. What's the point of your photo if you can't even arrange basic first aid for someone who's fainted? What does he mean, cannot? When someone faints, you should make sure that breathing is steady and check for any injuries sustained in the fall. If there are none, lay the subject on their back, turn their head to the side to free the airways, and lift up their legs. They should come around in a minute or so. If they don't, leave their body full on their side and call an ambulance. What was that? That was basic first aid training. Feels like some learned text. Must be from a script. However, I don't remember any other lines that would connect all this together, and Serena's never played a medic. Ugh. First I go crazy, second I tell everyone how to nurse me back to health. That'd be super elegant. Have you been asking smarter people for information while I've been away? Maybe you knew it all along, but chose not to interfere. Can't be too bad if the kid chokes on his own tongue, right? To hell with him, those Supermen are overrated. Ah, stop. You're being unconstructive. Tell us instead, how's Tony? I've explained it all to Dora, and I don't care to repeat anything. Unconstructive. No, with the Fode is unconstructive, while defending your point is not in the slightest. Iris, do you really know how to do first aid properly? Oh. As you've just found out, I'm not too bad when upstaging Otto is at stake. And, what about other cases? I could search for the pulse by feeling with my neck and state there is none, or ask, are you alright, with sincere worry, or scream murder upon seeing blood. I can actually pretend to faint and fall in the way so as not to hurt myself. Anyways, feel free to call for me if you find a situation boring, and certainly not call for me if someone else needs real medical care. Door's taking too long. I'll go for another walk. What is this dude's problem? Maximilian, she might need our help. Oh, it won't be too far. It's better to go later, right? Shall we maybe focus on something useful instead? Like, what do you want to create, first of all? All these people are damaged in one way or another. I mean, I think we're all people, like anything else, right? So who knows what baggage we're coming with. I'm not sure. I'd start with these these doors. Don't I produce so many? Well, at least Iris likes them, he says with disapproval. You two aren't constructive. We got a chance to join an expedition and look for new territories. And so, just like the books of journeys to uncharted worlds, unrealistic, but super cool. For fictional characters, it's realistic enough. Do you reckon they'll add dragons and blasters later? As far as I know, this place has definitely no dragons. Now, regarding blasters, well, we can probably fashion something visually similar. Similar. I'm intrigued. And what if there's something bad there? I mean, what if they find something? Well, we're not going to find anything bad. And what if classifies as bad anyways? A volcano? We just don't go near it. Right. Pensive dots. Oh. Is that a plate iris? Do you like braiding your hair? Braiding? Are we having a dramatic flashback all of a sudden to braiding hair? As Susie sees it, she'll give me the usual rant now. I should braid from the very roots. Deary me. Iris. Oh. Iris, say something. Ow, my arm. I'll get some balm. Be right back. Third's got a few. Oh, just got her first crack. Third's got a few too. And Tony. Dora says that many crack in the very beginning. It should eventually go. I don't have any cracks. Well, because I'm in a better physical shape than others. It's just the way it is. Here you go. Might itch a little. Thanks. Don't worry. Dora says the cracks are common in the beginning. It's not a big deal unless there's too many. Here's mine. I don't even feel them anymore. Iris. You alright? Yep. You're holding on to that bomb and not doing anything with it. You sure you're alright? You need help with opening it. Nope. Tony seems to be doing better. Did you call Verika again? Yes, and others. What do we hear? How's the crack? Ah, I see. It's small. Probably even close eventually. Dora, is there anything else we should do? I think Iris isn't quite alright. Not surprising. It's the first crack after all. Everything will be fine. But maybe. Third, you know that the cracks are not a sickness to be cured or not. If you want, you can discuss it with Takeo later. He'll provide all the details on why there's no reason to worry. Kevin, I've got a small task for you. 2 tasks, even. Firstly, you should check all the first aid kits on the buses. They're supposed to be restocked before departure, but ours, for example, had no ammonium chloride. I wouldn't want to discover anything else is missing at some critical point. Secondly, the fact that doctors can just be about anywhere we need them is, to put it lightly, unacceptable. It should always be easy to find those who can perform first aid in a matter of minutes. So please talk to Takeo and Otto about maybe scheduling duty between them or something. They'll figure it out. Any questions? If not, I'll provide more details. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to hit save and let's see where that. Is there a way to save? Oh, I have to edit it. Nope. Come on. Huh. Oh, wait, hold on. Go back. Hit save. Okay, the act of coming into the menu creates a save. Okay, gotcha. Croncoin's been a particularly solid choice, I gotta say. Thank you. I don't get to pilot it a lot. And I love doing the Patrick Warburton voice. I don't get to use it a lot, so
Looks like Serena had a white streak in her hair that we didn't seem to have. Probably so it wouldn't get caught in a reflection. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But I am going to call it there for tonight because it is midnight and I've got a long weekend and I'm very tired. So I'm just going to try very hard to get a little extra sleep tonight. Oh, excuse me. Cam only. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Yes, thank you for watching. That's an interesting game. 97 achievements. Holy moly. I have very little idea of what's going on. Obviously, we want to try and figure out, I guess we don't have to. We want to try and find out what happened. But we're like not even close to beginning to start to investigate that. Which again kind of tracks, given that there's 12 to 15 hours of content to this game. We only scratched like 2 of it, you know. But that was it's a very interesting premise. The idea that our reflections aren't reflections of us other than beyond physically, right? They are their own people with their own interests and so on and so forth. I think that is very interesting. And that their afterlife is actually just the beginning of their actual life. I don't know. It's a very interesting premise. I really like the artwork and the music. The writing is a little stilted, little wordy, but maybe I'm biased because I was literally reading all of it. But bits and pieces of it didn't flow quite naturally, and I don't really know how to articulate that unless I were to pick out specific lines. But overall, it's interesting. And it's in my library now, so if somebody ends up voting for this game, we can throw it on the schedule. Or I might complete it at some point in my own time. I don't know. But that is going to do it for me tonight. So I will end off by saying once again, thank you to Terminals.io and the PR team attached there for giving the opportunity to try out Still Joking and show it off before it actually lands in Steam. It is coming out May, oh god, I want to say May 16th. I think it's the actual release. You know what? Hold on. Why guess? Why guess when I can get the exact, yeah, Thursday, May 16th is when this game actually comes out. So if it interests you, by all means, you know, wish list it and buy it when it comes out. But that is going to do it for me tonight. So first, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say goodbye to TikTok. Bye, TikTok. I'm going to be back on Monday with our new Multi-Monday game, which we decided just the other day, which is Planet Crafter, which I'm very excited to try out because it has cooperative play, and I have no idea what that's going to look like, which makes me think we should probably give that a test spin just to see, like, know what we're walking into. A fully voiced cat. Go on. I'm listening. Not a fully voiced cast. Yes, I was under the impression Still Joking was fully voiced, and I don't know why I thought that. Oh, it does say a fully voiced cat in the description. Actually, it really does say that in the description on Terminals. That's very funny. So I didn't hear anything fully voiced whatsoever. Multiple endings, 12 to 15 hours playthrough, 1,000 choices, and 400,000 words, and QTEs and investigation mechanics. God. Did I find the cat? I did not find the cat. Maybe there is a singular cat in this game, and it is fully voiced. Well, we don't know. Yes, Monday at 9:38 p.m. Yeah, exactly. But anyways, I'm excited to start that. So, like I said, TikTok, I'm back on Monday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, starting our new Planet Crafter playthrough. So, be there or don't. I'm not your dad. See you next time. All right, now that's done. And let's see if there's someone I can raid. Fridays are kind of a quiet night for raids. Let's see who we got. You know, Dano's online. Haven't seen Dano in a bit. Let's go raid Danotage. He is playing V Rising, since V Rising did just come out in V1. I think it's out of early access at this point. And I know a lot of people have been playing that. So, yeah, let's go say hello to Danotage. Lovely streamer. Probably part of the reason I even started streaming. All around cool dude. So, let's go do that. Set that right up. But that is going to do it for me tonight. Like I said, I should be back on Monday with Planet Crafter, Terraformates. I have to learn how to figure out how I want to pronounce that. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today. So, as always, thank you, of course, for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Bye-bye.